Whether it's through penetration, getting in the post, pounding the paint, offensive rebounds, they do.
Shooting very efficiently, 11 of 17, has hit some threes as Reese could not make it in. Reese gets the hands in, a little revenge on Martin. Shovel it, Hull, three, bottom. 6 threes now for Kate Martin in Miami. Average just 2.6 points per game. Sung sign. Can't hit. Reese up the other end. Carves out space. Copper.
What he's continued to say is they understand the importance of a big lead going into the fourth.
Martin dares Reese.
Angel Reese was heralded as a potential superstar, a transformative figure for a league that aimed to redefine women's basketball. She was meant to be a beacon of talent, a player who could draw fans in droves and generate excitement like never before. The expectations were monumental, yet as the league strives to find its footing, an unsettling reality is beginning to emerge. The fans are simply not tuning.
Actually, for Colin, I've noticed, and for Angel as well, we both can speak about it, but I've noticed the two of you have such a special bond, and I wanted to talk about, Colin, what's it been like getting to know Angel on a personal level? And Angel, for you, what's the best part about getting to be and hang around Colin?
It's been great. I think, outside of the TikTok shit, y'all, on the court, it's been like great, to see her on the court and really want to learn. It's a lot of young players in the league that's like, I want to learn from the greats. I want to learn. And you get with them and they don't listen or they do what they
tell a stark story. Each time Reese steps onto the court, the viewership seems to dwindle rather than lifting the league to new heights. She risks dragging it down further. It begs the question, has Angel Reese been unceremoniously outed as a player unable to live up to the hype as her counterpart, Caitlin Clark, continues to smash records? Reese appears to be struggling to maintain relevance in a league that is craving star power. Just this past Monday, the viewership for a game featuring Reese dropped to a disheartening 8,900 numbers that even failed to rival a mid-tier YouTube content creator. This was supposed to be Reese's moment to shine, a time to captivate fans and build a legacy. Instead, many seem to be turning their backs for those passionate about all things basketball. Stay with us as we unravel the drama, dissect the numbers, and explore what this all means for Angel Reese and the future of women's basketball. The hype for the WNBA when it first burst onto the scene promised a new era for women's basketball, positioning itself as the alternative to the WNBA, where players could truly take center stage. Initially, it felt like the league was on the brink of something great. The opening week's viewership soared to an impressive 300,000. That early excitement hinted at a thriving new chapter for the sport. However, that initial spark dwindled quickly as the season unfolded. The facade began to crack. Fans looked forward to thrilling displays of athleticism and star-studded performances, particularly from Angel Reese, who was expected to be a showstopper. Instead, they encountered a lackluster string of games that mixed uninspired performances with flashy marketing efforts. Over the course of the season, average viewership dipped to around 204 and alarmingly fell below 1,000,000.
Obviously, because I do rebound, and I do rebound in a great way, and I play defense. Obviously, as a rookie coming into the league, my mind was just to get a fresh start. I did everything I wanted in college. I won a championship. I had the college experience of doing what I wanted. When I came into the league, I just wanted to be able to grow. And luckily, I was really, really good in one specific thing, which was rebounding. And I knew I had to tighten up on my offense. And
I'm the one who thinks this predicament is nothing short of a nightmare. Having cultivated her brand around the idea of being a trailblazer, a disruptive force in the game, it's tough to reconcile that image with her current struggles on the court. Fans anticipated a commanding presence leading the charge for her team. Instead, they are witnessing a player grappling with the demands of a competitive league. Viewers are choosing Kate Martin over Angel Reese in an unexpected twist. We find ourselves facing a curious reality. fans seem to favor Kate Martin, a player initially seen as merely a supporting figure, over Angel Reese. Yes, that's right. Kate Martin, who wasn't even considered a handout during the draft, has caught the eye of viewers, while the repositioning as the main attraction seems to be deterring them instead. So what's behind this surprising shift?
Being able to be in Miami from January to March, not having to go overseas. I never planned on going overseas. Okay. So that already sparked me. Being able to know two great players that are starting something, I think is amazing. Who would want to play with two great players like that? And I knew they were going to bring on a couple more dogs. Nobody wants to go overseas. Right. A lot of us never want to have to go overseas, but some people do have to go overseas, unfortunately. So being able to make, six figures, being able to make six figures here within 3 months, being able to be housed in Miami, just being able to get better 3-on-3 is something that I love to do. I haven't been able to play competitively, but I think I can be able to work on some of my individual skills by being able to play, because 3-on-3 exposes everything. Yeah. And being able to do that, so I'm excited for it.
I'm the one who thinks this predicament is nothing short of a nightmare. Having cultivated her brand around the idea of being a trailblazer, a disruptive force in the game, it's tough to reconcile that image with her current struggles on the court.
Puts Jones to the free throw line.
Practice time they have had. Bonner and AT hasn't been necessarily partaking in.
Carter down low to Reese, who comes 25th. Jones coming out of nowhere is Reese for the block. Reese one-on-one matchup with Alyssa Thomas. Fouls up her own shot. Third opportunity. One with Alyssa Thomas. The rookie against the veteran. Fouls up her own shot.
Fans anticipated a commanding presence leading the charge for her team. Instead, they are witnessing a player grappling with the demands of a competitive league. Viewers are choosing Kate Martin over Angel Reese in an unexpected twist. We find ourselves facing a curious reality. Fans seem to favor Kate Martin, a player initially seen as merely a supporting figure, over Angel Reese. Yes, that's right. Kate Martin, who wasn't even considered a handout during the draft, has caught the eye of viewers, while the repositioning as the main attraction seems to be deterring them instead. So what's behind this surprising shift? The answer is simple. Martin shows up. Her tenacity, defensive capabilities, and overall effectiveness are earning her accolades. Fans appreciate players who hustle, who give their all on the court, and currently Martin is embodying that spirit. Meanwhile, Ree has found herself outperformed, outplayed, and seemingly outmatched. And
Foul call on Angel Reese. Kate Martin will shoot one shot for 2 points.
The unvarnished truth facing Angel Reese is that her engagement with the WNBA assembles a mere paycheck rather than a profound love for the game. Signing on to the league seemed more about cashing in on opportunities for fame and fortune than about an unwavering passion for basketball itself. Yet fans have a keen eye for authenticity. They want to see players pour their hearts and souls into every game. The absence of genuine effort in Reese's performances is palpable. Instead of showcasing the fierce competitive spirit common among athletes, this feels more like a sideline project, a sentiment that resonates with fans and informs their viewing choices. If this trend of disengagement continues, Angel Reese may find herself faced with a stark reality where options become increasingly limited.
You were on the coaching staff there with the Hall of Famer Cheryl Miller. But that's all from the perimeter passing too. Angel Reese mid-range a minute to go here in this first quarter. Angel Reese, Cardozo had to deal with some foul trouble. Double team comes, she finds Angel down, getting it ahead to Reese. No. Reese rebound put back, yeah. Off on the triple try. O-board to Harrison. Rebound put back, no. Angel Reese and one opportunity. She is just
The WNBA is watching closely. The stakes couldn't be higher for Angel Reese right now. As she takes to the court, every move she makes is under the watchful gaze of WNBA teams, coaches, and scouts. If she's struggling to find her footing in the WNBA, that means for her future in the competitive arena of the WNBA, I'm betting. It's a tough reality to face, especially when those involved in scouting and recruitment are sharpened and not easily swayed if her performance lacks. The Spar needed what incentive a team would have to invest in her potential. Reese needs to act quickly to change the narrative surrounding her. Presently, the scales are tipping unfavorably, giving teams every reason to question her capabilities instead of fostering belief in her.
Okay, here's a week in my life of workouts. So Max and I do a lot of fun drills to get warmed up, like that balloon drill. You'll see a lot of frisbee drills, and then we'll get into a lot of movement right after all of that, and then we get into the basketball stuff. So we work on a lot of off the move, dribbling into shots, quicker release, things like that. And then we always go into our weight session afterwards. This was Monday, we did a lot of heavy back squatting and into jumping.
Reese's leadership is questioned as Martin's star rises in the world of women's basketball. Reese has carved out a role as a self-proclaimed leader, yet recent performances have sparked doubts. It's important to recognize that true leadership goes beyond merely exuding confidence. It's about backing that confidence with tangible results on the court. While Reese often attracts attention with her bold statements and theatrics, the truth is those moments don't translate to victories. In contrast, Kate Martin is making a name for herself through consistent, solid play. She's the kind of player who speaks through her actions rather than her words. While Reese finds herself embroiled in stories off the court, Martin is steadily proving that she can be relied upon in crucial moments.
Nobody mourns when the villain catches an L. And Angel Reese, you have self-proclaimed to be the villain. Shout out to you, because you are the second best basketball player on the court, and it was not close. But you can't, under any circumstance, go to the podium and now try to ask for individuals to give you sympathy. No one has sympathy for the villain. You painted the bullseye on your back. Why are you surprised when people shoot at you?
Joining me now, sports journalist and CNN contributor, Carrie Champion. So, look, first of all, she is now going to the WNBA. So she lost a game, but she is not a loser by any stretch of the imagination. But why that reaction?
The mental game, why some players crack under pressure. Basketball is a game that fiercely demands both physical prowess and mental fortitude. While some rise to the occasion, under pressure, others may falter. Rhea's, talented though she undeniably is, has faced challenges when it comes to performing in high-stakes situations. Time and again, moments of frustration during games lead to poor choices, mischance, and unnecessary fouls. On the flip side, players like Martin display a calmness and resilience that shine through even in tough confrontations. The key difference seems to rest in mental toughness. While Reese can dominate against less formidable opponents, it's the players with the strongest psychological resolve, like Martin, who truly
Let's go to that question which raises some sensitivities of rivalries between players. In the case of Angel Reese, who's just had to shut it down because of a wrist injury, Caitlin Clark, who's continuing to play. Rivalry that goes back to their college days, presumably, where I guess some trash talking entered in. But now the real future of the WNBA's substance over hype, Angel Reese's rise to fame, has undeniably cast a spotlight on women's basketball, but one must ask, what's the cost of that fame? The essence of the game should be rooted in skill, strategy, and execution rather than mere highlights and sensationalism. As conversations about Reese's impact continue to unfold, a critical point emerges. The WNBA will ultimately champion those who deliver consistently on the court. Names like Kate Martin, Caitlin Clark, and other emerging talents exemplify the truth that hard work and skill development outweigh any sensational narratives. If Reese wishes to retain her position at the forefront, she needs to make adjustments not just in her gameplay, but also to her overall mindset.
Penetration, getting in the post, pounding the paint, offensive rebounds. They do.
Shooting very efficiently, 11 of 17, has hit some threes as Reese could not make it in.
She stands at a crossroads where she must decide whether to rise above mere height or risk, fading into the background of a sport buzzing with new talent. The odds are not stacked in her favor right now, especially with the Unrivaled series seeing a consistent decline in viewership. The clock is ticking. Can she turn around her current trajectory, or will the basketball community seek to look beyond her? It's a crucial moment for avid fans and analysts alike. If you relish deep insights and comprehensive basketball analysis, don't hesitate to engage with us. Share your thoughts. Does Angel Reese have the potential to silence the critics? Or is the basketball world